Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy Smokester here, back at you with another video, and today we are checking out one of my favorite compounds to ever be released in MX bikes. Now, this compound was released right around the time when I first started playing the game, before I took a break, and it is the 316 compound by none other than my man Q and Fula. Fula Tracks, baby. You know he comes through with the heat consistently, man. And I did not know this was by him. And actually, at the time when I first started playing the game, I did not know his name like that, you know. But now that I've been doing YouTube for a while and stuff like that, I am familiar with Fula, to say the least. So, we are up on 316, and man, I'm telling you, this compound is just absolutely amazing. So it has two Supercross tracks, and then it has this motocross track and a little free ride area. Now, this motocross track is still one of my favorite motocross tracks. Like, the roughness, it isn't extremely rough. It does have ruts scattered here and there, but it is still... I still have a little bit of trouble with certain parts of it, like... this corner coming up, I always go into it way too fast, and then the braking bumps get me. And then the corner, that's funny. The corner coming up here in a little bit, I have troubles with as well. But other than that, man, the entire compound is just a blast to rip. And we might have to throw this up on the stream one of these nights, man. I have not seen this in servers in quite a while, actually. So that's kind of crazy. Now, this track was released November 20th of 2021, and I think it still stands the test of time. Like, it is amazing. So, I mean, you know, I just wanted to, I don't know how many new players have ever heard of this track, or how many players will actually go back and kind of scope the older tracks on MXB mods. Now, this is the other track that can give you a kind of a, it can be a kind of pain in the butt, you know what I mean? But I like the differences in elevation on this track. I like the way the ruts are placed in the corners. I love the flow of this track, the speed of this track, just everything. Now, the motocross track is the only one that has timing gates on it. But the supercross tracks are very fun. They have a lot of flow, and actually I hadn't, so at the time when I first played this is funny, when I had first started playing the game, obviously, you know, I could not do supercross, so whenever I played this track, I only rode the motocross track. So me hopping on the supercross tracks at the end of the video is going to be funny, to say the least, I think, because I never really played those. So we're gonna see what happens, but yeah, that's gonna be interesting. But there is multiple line choices throughout the track. The differences in the elevation are fire. To the left right there, you can kind of see the continuation of the free ride compound. Just all together, man, it is a very worthy track for you to go pick up. And I would like to see this in servers one of these days, man. Maybe one of these days when we get to be a big YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? People will go download tracks that we do videos on, man. And then we can populate servers just off word of mouth. That'd be low-key kind of crazy. That'd be awesome, though. I gotta admit, that would be pretty fire, dude. But yeah, so I also wanted to touch on something. So yesterday I watched a video by none other than Reaper Doc, and in that video he was talking about how consistency is key, and you know, qualifying doesn't matter unless you're trying to get into qualifying, like unless you're trying to get into the actual race. But once you're in the race, then you know, consistency is the main thing that's most important. So I am going to be doing a race video after this, after I record this, focusing mainly on consistency while racing in a public lobby. You know what I'm saying? And so we're going to see how that turns out. So be looking out for that video in the coming days after this video is released. I think that he is correct. You know what I'm saying? Consistency is the main thing. Now, don't get me wrong. If you have somebody in your lobby that's just extremely fast and they have all the consistency to go with it, they're probably going to pull out. But if you're consistent, you should be able to place on the podium. You know what I'm saying? MX bikes is very hard to be consistent on, especially if you're a newer player. So we're gonna do that video focusing on that, and I think that is going to, I think if I follow that guideline when I'm racing, Even when I'm streaming and racing, or, you know, if I ever end up actually qualifying for the pro races, I think that the consistency is actually what I need to focus on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that was the motocross track on the 316 compound. And we are going to go check out these supercross tracks. I'm not going to touch on the freestyle though. So here we are on the supercross tracks, man. And this is the first one that is positioned right next to the motocross track. So we're going to, I think between the two supercross tracks, I'm probably going to do like 1.5 laps on each. But between these two supercross tracks, the other one looks more interesting, I want to say. But it's crazy because this was released in 2021, so I was expecting like there to be traction issues, and there's not traction issues really. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm able to get grip and everything. So if you want to go download this, I will have a link down below, and I suggest you do, man, especially for newer players, bro. Like, this compound is fire. This is where I started out, just learning the game. You know, it has a little bit of everything on it, and like I said, that motocross track is, it's more of an intermediate because it'll teach you throttle control and everything, but it does not have the you know, it's not like the advanced JV MXGP tracks or anything. So I think this is a good place to start off and just kind of learn the game. The track's a little bit wider, and it just all together is just a very fun track. Now, Fula, if you're watching and if you perhaps happen to make it this far in the video, man, what would the chances be of getting like an updated version of this? You know what I'm saying? Because you have the growth in which you've had on track creation since you've released this is absolutely insane. And you know, your tracks have always flowed well and everything, and don't get me wrong, visually this track, it still looks very appealing, but you can tell it's a little dated with the visuals because you have gotten so much better at doing tracks. You know what I'm saying? Visually, you've just grown substantially on your tracks. Now, they still flow well, and they do, you know, you haven't downgraded on that side of things, but your visuals on everything have just exponentially increased. So if we could get a 316 compound V2 or something, bro, hey, I would not be opposed to that at all, my guy. You know what I'm saying? That would be kind of fire, no lie. But yeah, man, so we're on the second supercross track now, and I like this one a lot. I like the other one too, but this part right here, oh, we're gonna try to quad in there next time. I know we can do it. But this one, I actually think I like this one a little bit better than the other one. They're both really good, don't get me wrong. I just like the way this one's set up a little bit better, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, Fila did an amazing job on this track. And like I said, go pick it up, man. Go pick it up if you were a newcomer to the game and you just want a new compound to ride. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thoroughly enjoying this, and we got to get this up in servers. So you know what? When we do our stream Wednesday or Thursday of this week, actually this video won't come out till after that, so that'll kind of sound funny that I'm saying that, but we're going to put this in the stream. And I think a lot of people are going to be like, 316 compound, what is that? You know? But it's cool when you can show people older tracks that still are awesome. You know what I mean? And especially the free tracks. The older free tracks, people, you know, they might not go back through, like I said, MXB mods and find these older tracks. But it's just awesome. It's such a fun compound. And I believe there's a wall ride over on the freestyle side of things. So Nate, like I said, I always say your name in the videos. Go check that out. But that's going to do it for us today, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace.